Speaking of Ableton, I want to talk a little bit about DAWs, because I just had some people kind of hitting me up on Reddit. Shout out to people that message each other on Reddit, which is like not a very large community. Like I have like 7 followers or something on Reddit. I don't know, maybe a little more than that, but those are like, holy crap, I have Reddit followers. Like who follows each other on Reddit? But anyway, some people were sliding in my DMs asking me about where they should start going into audio production and wanting to look at a digital audio workstation DAW. What's your take on it? Obviously, Ableton has got some benefits for live. I'm loving what they're doing with like the community and the ability to like quickly build plugins and stuff like that. So I kind of feel like Ableton might be the future. But I just wanted to pick your brain on it. What do you use? What do you prefer? Different things for different situations?
I use Studio One.
Cool. Sweet.
I switched over to that in 2018 from using Logic for probably 10 years.
Okay.
And I've always kind of used Pro Tools off and on in the background.
For sure.
I think the first one I ever used was a combination of Fruity Loops.
Nice.
And Acid Pro music.
Yeah, I had Acid Pro music. That was my first DAW too.
Yeah. Loop Town. So I would like use the demo of Fruity Loops to like export loops.
Oh, cool.
Because there was no restriction for that. You just couldn't like save a song.
That's funny.
And then I would kind of construct them in Ableton.
I love
Acid.
I love how all those weird like product demo or like software demo things end up creating. Like I do the same thing where like I have this, I think it's called Twangstrom, and it's a spring reverb. And it's ridiculously expensive, but it lets you demo it and then like bounce things out. But every once in a while, it'll just have like this epic white noise swell. Yeah. I just think it's so funny how like I think I actually snuck one of those white noise swells into one of the songs. It's like, that is hilarious of this like.
Oh, it's not just
demos.
a burst. It's like it's like an ocean wave.
Yeah, totally. That just takes over all of your audio. But I think it's funny how those things end up like on like definitely not intended, but they end up sparking creative workarounds.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Cool. That's cool. So definitely, I'm mostly a Pro Tools guy, but I'm probably switching after this record, probably to Ableton, just from what I've been seeing from my friends. But
yeah. Ableton does seem really cool. I guess I've only really used it as a way to drive our live show.
That's the only way I've used it too, is I've only used it in like the actual Ableton live capacity. Like, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like I know it pretty well, but I haven't, I don't think I've really taken it through its paces in a creative sense.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not so hip to just like all the kind of sound mangling possibilities that exist there.
Oh yeah. It's pretty incredible. And it seems a little bit more, I don't know, like geared towards super fast workflows, and they have like really nice search bars and stuff like that for plugins and things, which I find kind of attractive, instead of like on Pro Tools I'm like going through different menus. And
So Studio One has all of that stuff you're talking about, like has all the search. It's very drag and drop.
Nice.
It has Melodyne integrated into the interface.
That's fun.
So you can literally click like, any region that you want to Melodyne, hit Command M, and it just pops up.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Can you, so for people that don't know, Melodyne is like auto-tune, but a lot more control, at least in my experience.
Yeah, it's a lot more hands-on.
Yeah. And you can also do like crazy stuff with it. I've been really enjoying playing with formants in Melodyne. Like,
yeah, the whole thing down at the bottom where you can, adjust the structure of all the levels of the individual harmonics.
Yes, crazy stuff.
That thing has some pretty nuts like sound design possibilities.
Exactly, totally. I did. So I have a hyperpop song that I did with my friend called 5G Baby, and like literally the entire song is just a like pad that was created out of like a chant and people playing in a playground and stuff, but like pitched it into the key and then messed with the formant and the harmonics and stuff like that, and then it turned into this weird synthesizer. It's very unsettling, but because it's hyperpop, that's kind of what you want, I guess.
Yep, exactly.